Hey everyone, welcome back to the third lesson of the series. We've got some material to review, so let's just get straight to it. We've got the A chord and we've got the E chord, so let's practice some basic strumming with it. So we can start off with your A major. Make sure it's the best that it can possibly sound. And then we're going to do 2 bars of A, all down strums. And then we're going to switch to the E, do 2 bars of down strums. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and change. Right, so let's get started. Starting on your A, make sure you're comfortable, you're all tuned up, and here we go. On the count of 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. Good. Now let's do the same thing again. This time we're going to do down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up for every chord. So again, starting on A, then move to E, then back to A again. So starting, get your A chord ready? Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, So go ahead and loop those 2 exercises for a bit, then we'll continue on with the main part of the lesson. Now let's move on to the next part of the lesson. We're going to cover some different types of rhythms. Now, as you've played through these different songs over the last few weeks, you've probably realised that they have different characteristics in the way that they're played rhythmically. And not all of them are going to just incorporate all down strums or all down up strums. Speaking of which, we have covered over the last few weeks extensively on practicing down strums and up strums. But now we're going to take things one step further. We're going to learn a few more very simple but at the same time more interesting strumming patterns and strumming techniques that you could apply to when learning and practicing these songs that we're going through in these lessons. And I don't want you to get discouraged by any of these strum patterns. All of them are going to be fairly straightforward. Just apply a little bit of practice to each one and you should get them very quickly. And they will make your playing that a little bit more interesting, and you'll be able to use them when you're learning all the different songs that you're looking at doing that throughout this lesson series. So let's just get into a few of the examples. And bear in mind, these are only suggestions. They're not. I'm not saying that you have to learn them. You could vary them up, or you can learn other ones. But these are some really simple ideas for applying to your playing when you learn other songs. So the first one we're going to cover is a blues rock kind of feel. It goes like this. Now it's basically it's a lot much more of a shuffle kind of feel rather than a straight feel. It's not. It's. gap between the every. There's a shorter note. There's always a long note and a short note in this type of shuffle feel. In other words, the first note is long, then the next note is shorter, and then you immediately follow up with another note. So it's just repeat that. So that's all there is to it. Now you may notice that you don't have to strum all the. Now you may notice that I'm not strumming the entire chord, I'm actually just strumming the lower end of the chord. You can strum the whole chord if you want. Or you can just strum just part of the chord. You don't even have to be entirely accurate, you can just maybe you just get a couple of notes, then the next time you do it you get the whole chord. That's fine. It's not about accuracy here, it's more about getting the feel of this type of rhythm. So that's a pretty cool one if you're playing any type of blues, rock or blues kind of song. Another one, if you want to play a rock song with a more straight kind of feel, then you might want to go for something more like this. So that is peck, peck, strum, peck, peck, strum, peck, peck, strum, peck, peck, strum. So basically, for the first two strums that I'm referring to as the peck, peck, I'm just hitting the low end of the chord. So that could be anywhere between just one string, it could be the two strings, or it could be three. But it's only the half of the chord, no more than half. And then for the last strum, doing the whole chord or doing the upper part of the chord. Again, it's entirely up to you how you do it. As long as you've got that kind of emphasize the lower end for the first two strums, and then the last one is the higher end. That's the goal for this one. So again, it's peck, peck, strum, peck, peck, strum. Another one, if you're doing more of a ballad type song, maybe you'll want to do something that's just, rather than strumming the whole chord, you just pick all the strings individually, also known as arpeggiated picking. So that would be like this. So I'm just picking all the strings from the fifth string all the way down to the first string, and then coming back up again. And then repeat that. Or if you're more of a reggae kind of person, you might want to do more of a reggae sound. I could go like this. So basically there I'm doing peck, strum, up. So there I'm doing down, down, up. Then bringing the pick down on the strings, meeting them out, then down, up. So down, down, up, pause, down, up, down, down, up, mute, down. So these are all suggestions, like I said, but you can apply a couple of these into the songs that you're learning, and you'll instantly transform your playing, and it'll become a lot more interesting. So now let's move on to applying one of these new rhythms that we just covered, and apply it to the chord progression of A and E. So again, we'll do 2 bars of A, 2 bars of A, and repeat. And just for the sake of practice, let's use the blues rock one. Okay, so let's get your A chord, get A chord up, and get it all set. And make sure you practice this one a few times to get used to it, and follow along with the video. So here we go on the count of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Go ahead and look that a few times. Now take a look at that list of songs. So many songs you can play with just these 2 chords. So take some time for the rest of today and the rest of this week, going through the songs that you've already learned, and look at a few others, new ones as well, and listen to them, and then take some of these rhythm ideas that we just learned today and find which one you think works best, and then use that to practice the song. Have some fun with it, and I'll see you in the next lesson.